What is up, YouTube? We're back with another bike review. This is the Aipas S1. I don't really know how to pronounce the name, but I'll put it right here so you can try to pronounce it yourself and comment down below how to say it. But this is the bike. Company sent it out to me, so let's unbox this thing and review it. I'll make sure to throw some of the bike specs up here somewhere so you can see, because I'm not the best with memorizing all that stuff. But I did check out the specs already, and I am honestly pretty impressed with it. So let's see. Is this thing going to open, or there's a bee? I don't like bees. Or I like bees, I just don't like when they sting you. All right, boom, here she is. They just have all the stock little cardboard pieces. But here's the bike. I think I just got the all black colorway. They just sent me whatever color, but I'm pretty sure it's just all black. But let's put this thing, I think I forgot my stand. Never mind, it's right there. Let's put this thing on the stand. Put this thing together. I'm pretty sure it's just the front wheel, the bars, and probably the front brake. So yeah, super easy, let's do it. All right, fender. Front wheel, cardboard, more cardboard. Got it on the stand. It looks a little wonky right now. Mainly, we got to connect this linkage right here. We got to connect this to this, so then it won't be looking all cattywampus like this. And then obviously put the front wheel on, connect the bars, do the brakes. It's not hard stuff. It just takes a little bit of time, but we'll get it done. All right, so now I just got to take all this plastic off. They really like to wrap this thing real secure. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I got the dandy old scissors. This should hopefully do the trick. And there's an airplane flying above me. Hopefully the audio is not terrible. I am using these little microphones I got from the TikTok shop. And they're kind of terrible, to be 100% honest, but it's all I have. So if it sounds terrible, please forgive me. I always do like unboxing and putting together brand new bikes because it's just kind of super satisfying. It's always nice to see a fresh bike all put together. All right, so I'm gonna have to put this part right here where this linkage is. So I'm just gonna have to lift it up while holding it, put the bolt there, and then tighten it. So, okay, just like that. There it is. Don't fall. It wants to fall. Whew. Just got it tightened up. I forgot to mention it comes with a toolkit with all the tools you need to install this bike, which is actually super helpful. I couldn't find this wrench was too small in my kit, so I literally had to use one from the toolkit. But it works. You just have to put this spacer right here and then tighten these up just like that. Super easy. I honestly really like the colorway of the black and orange. Sometimes it looks kind of weird, but just it looks super, super clean. I think I scratched that, dang it. All right, well, there's that. Yeah. So far coming along pretty easily, and then we just have this front wheel to put on, and then you also might have to connect obviously the caliper and do these bars. So it should be pretty simple. Let's do it. Now it's time to get the bars done. It's pretty simple. These two top bolts just go right here, and then you use these ones at the bottom to screw it in. We're just gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna do the light and then the fender as well, just to make it a little bit easier so I can tuck these wires back there and cover them up with the fender. And boom, here's the bike. Honestly, looks super, super clean. It was pretty easy to put together. There was a couple little things like this top mount for the display. You have to take these two bolts out. Let me get a better angle. You have to take these two bolts out from here and put them on this back piece first to put them through, and then you'll have it on. But pretty much, it's pretty easy. Also, make sure these spacers, one spacer here is bigger than the other spacer, so it'll rub against the brake. But once you get that, it's pretty good. Let's clean all this stuff up and do a transition. All right, boom, and here's the bike. This thing honestly looks pretty sweet. I did ride it over here, and I'm honestly a little scared of how light this thing is compared to how much like power it has. It has a lot of power for how little and light the bike is. But this thing's super sick. Got it all put together. It was honestly fairly easy to put together. Now let's go over a couple of things before we start riding the bike. Obviously, this is the headlight on. You just push it forward. Boom, there it is. And then off, you just push it down. And this thing's super cool because it has turn signals, as you can see. You just push this one left. Look at that. It has sequential turn signals. This is so sick. And then obviously, right for that one. Then when you want to turn it off, you just put it in the middle. Obviously, it has a little horn. Funny little horn. But yeah, this thing's super, super sick. Honestly, super hyped to ride this thing. And then obviously it does have the other modes. You just click mode 1, as you can see right there. Push this button in for mode 2, and then push it again in for mode 3. And then obviously your battery percentage, and then how many miles it has in your trip. But yeah, this thing's super, super sick. Let's start riding this thing. All right, so we're currently in mode 1 right now, which honestly has a decent amount of power. Even mode 1, like this thing's pretty touchy. Like it's literally like lifting up just on mode 1. Which is, I wanted to kind of a top speed test for each mode. So let's see how fast we can get mode 1 to go. And then we'll kind of go a little higher in the speeds. Okay, so we got to 30 in mode 1, which is pretty impressive. Now we're gonna switch over to mode 2. Let's see the power difference. We're at 10 miles per hour. I'm just gonna give it full throttle. Oh yeah, way faster. Wow. Wow, okay. So that was mode 2, and we probably could have kept going to at least like 35. All right, now this is mode 3. Let's do a test on this thing. We're just gonna go 10 miles per hour, get full throttle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 40. Okay, I let off at 40. Honestly, this thing could probably go 45, but this thing definitely has some power compared to a lot of the other competitors, like in this similar price point for bikes. So this thing's definitely a good competitor. And honestly, the brakes are pretty solid on this thing as well. This thing's so sick. For the price range, you can't really beat it. It's just gonna get to a point where these bikes in this price range are just gonna keep getting better and better and better. Because this thing does have a 60-volt battery, which is literally the same as an actual Sauron, which is kind of insane. I mean, this thing has so much power. It's like kind of ridiculous for how light it is. I'm obviously a little bit taller, so this thing just feels like it's a little power machine. Give it a little pull from stopping. I'm gonna try not to die. I'm in mode 3 right now. Hopefully this thing does not loop on me. I'm gonna ease into it so I don't kill myself. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this thing definitely has a lot of power. That is absolutely for sure. All right, boom, just got done riding this thing. Honestly, I'm super impressed with this bike on how it performs. Brakes are solid. The power honestly really impresses me. I've rode a lot of other bikes that are similar to this price range, and this one overall has more power than all of them. So I'm really impressed power-wise. And obviously it's just the looks. I honestly really like the orange and black colorway. Super, super sick bike. Brakes are solid, wheels are solid. There's definitely a lot of tuning potential with this thing. I know you can get like a little dongle, I'm pretty sure. You can tune it to make this thing go even faster, which honestly, I'm pretty happy with how fast this thing is for the light. But if you guys do want to buy one, I'll make sure to drop the link in the description. And yeah, comment down below if you want more videos like this. I love making these type of videos. And yeah, peace.